this was the first ever prompt I did, and this was the solution he gave to me from the design. And this looks really, really beautiful. Hello guys, welcome today. We're going to be building a website, and without wasting more time, let's just start. So first of all, you're going to, these are the tools that we'll need. VS Code, Vercel. These are all the tools, software, and accounts we're going to create for this process. This is the way I do mine. And if you think it's good, just give it a thumbs up. And if not, that's fine. So I'm going to start with downloading VS Code. Very important. You just go to Google, Visual Studio Code, or you can call it VS Code, and download. So whichever system you're using, if you're using a Mac, you're using a Windows, if you come to the website, it's going to direct you. It's going to prompt you which website, which OS you use, Mac, system, Ubuntu. So you just click the one you're using. As you're using Windows, click Windows. Me, I'm using the Mac, and I've already downloaded it. So I'll just click Mac. And that is it. We're closing this. So the next one, we're just creating accounts first before we get into building. So we've downloaded VS Code. Next one, we're going to sign up for Claude AI. So you just go to Claude. You just go to Claude.ai. You sign up. Once you register, you can. I'm already signed in, so, and I'm on the pro version. So when you register, it will prompt you which version you want. And for you to use Claude Code, you need the pro version. So, but I'm already on the pro version. And the next one you create is, next account you're going to create after this is GitHub. You come to GitHub. Okay, I already created a GitHub account. So because we are building a website and we need a place to store all our code, all our changes in our code. So we'll put it on GitHub. And when you put it on GitHub, so let's name it BuyHub Homes. Taking home. Okay. After that, we'll go to Vercel. Vercel is where you host your website, and you can host anywhere you choose. Just go to Vercel, sign up. And the sweet thing about Vercel is you could sign up through GitHub. That's why we created GitHub first. You sign up through GitHub, and once you come to Vercel, it prompts you to continue with GitHub. Because I'm already logged into my GitHub, I'll just continue it. So because I've successfully signed into the Vercel account. So because you've signed into your Vercel account, is with your GitHub, is connected now to your GitHub, and you just come over to this side when you've signed in with your GitHub, or when you sign up with your GitHub, you just add a new project, a new project. Then you connect the project that you just created from this. You're going to connect this one that you just created on GitHub over here. You're going to connect it to Vercel. I like doing it after we've already pushed the first code. So I'm going to keep this step to the next step. So after you've downloaded your Vercel, now we have to install Claude Code on Vercel. Now you can do that by going to Claude website, or after you've signed in on Claude, you can go to the documentation, or you could just type on Google, install Claude Code. Or from your account, since you've created your account on Claude, they will prompt you where you download Claude Code. But this is the documentation. Yeah. So mainly in website development, the main place to get your resource is the tool you're using, their documentation, the official documentation. That is the purest or the cleanest place to get it. So whichever software you're using, whichever tool you're using to download your software, you can use Homebrew, you can use your native, you can use Wingate. So because I'm using a MacBook, I always go for Core. So I'll just select, copy it, then I'll open my VS Code. So I've opened my VS Code and I've created a folder. I opened it on here. So we're going to go, I open VS Code and we're going to create install Claude install Claude Code with the code we copied on the documentation as this. Once you click enter, it's going to start installing Claude Code. But since I already have Claude Code on my system, there's no need for me to install it all over. So I'm just going to cancel this, and I'm going to invoke Claude. I'm going to start Claude Code by using Claude on my terminal. You could do this on their app if you want. Well, this is how I'm going to just do it for the sake of simplicity and distributing it out. Yes, trust. So since we've opened it, Brian Temple, Claude V2, and we're going to switch over to back to Claude chatbot. I'm using the web because it's a bit fast for my system. And this is the image I chose from Dribbble. You go to Dribbble or any image you want to use, any website you want to use. This is the image I chose, and shout out to the person that created it. And what I did was, hi Claude, I want to develop a demo using the attached. If you want this prompt, I can send it to you. But this is just a prompt that just come up with my head. You just tell you what you want. But I wanted to create a Claude.md file that is to use as context to know where it's going to, what it's doing, and everything. The markdown file. What has to change it. So I'm just going to copy over this long chat. I'm just going to it down to. I'll copy it over here. I'll pause the video. I'll copy it over here. Over to VS Code. I'll copy the downloaded file over to VS Code. Since I already have it on my system, not like opening. So I've copied my Claude.Code file, markdown file over here. I'm just going to put all the Claude markdown file into this folder. Yeah. And I'm going to add a skill to it. No, just no need for that. I already have a plan that I want to use, how to create it. Yeah. I already have a plan that I want to use, and if you want this plan, I can send it to you as well. But you can prompt your chatbot, your Claude chatbot, to bring out this, and just tell them to bring it. So I'm using a file. I will just say, I want you to. I use hello Claude. Hello. Create this website using this inspo from this image. And since we are at this point, so let me recap of everything we've done. We've downloaded GitHub. We've signed up for Claude. We've created an account for. Let me use an emoji for this. We've created an account. We've done this. We've created an. Yeah, we've done this. Yeah, I've gotten my inspiration from Dribbble, and I've created my prompt from Claude. Now we're at this point, so we just go over to this GitHub where we've created this our repo, and we just copy this. I just like copying this for just simplicity's sake. I'll copy this, and I'll go back to my VS Code, and yeah. I'll go back to VS Code, and using this image, I will paste the image over here too, image of the UI. Using this image, create this website fully functional, and make sure you follow this brand guide to do this. And you can get your guide from the colors you want to use, or you can just put it here and just say use secondary color as white, as a dim white, and contrast, I could spell contrast it with the rest color. Ensure you have a model field. So because I've put in my guide where I say in my instruction here where I say I don't want gradient, any gradient flow. Is it here? Okay, it's in my skill. I'll just say avoid using gradients in this design. Here is the repo for this. I've pasted the repo now, and at each instance, push the changes to the GitHub, and also make use of the framework Vite, not Vite. I'm not using Next because this is just a simple page website. So yeah, this is it. This is the prompt to use. Okay, the image is the final. So because I've downloaded the image already, I'll just copy it and paste. I use Ctrl V to paste, but I'm just using. So this is the image over here for. So this is the image over here. This is the inspiration I'm getting from it. It's not really clear, but this is the inspiration I'm going for. I'm using the real estate website. I just show homes and yeah. So I'll stop. I'll go over to VS Code. And since I've pasted the image, I'll just click enter. Yeah, I said 10 minutes, but it's gone over. But yeah, if you see it's loaded this .claude.md markdown file, and it's just starting because there's spec and the type of this thing I want. I've created this spec long before, so it's going to just make it fast. And yeah. So just wait. After a few seconds, I will come back and I'll show you how far we've gone. Yeah. So I got this question. Good, the directory is empty. Just folder. Yes, I need multiple. So just take your time to read the questions. Multiple routes to those, and also use this root directory. What this means is I want it to be under this bhub host. I don't want it to be in a different folder. I want everything to be under here. And upload and git ignore not so useful files. What I'm telling you to do is to ignore some files. Like most of these files are not useful to put on GitHub. I'm just telling you to ignore them. For inner page, it is the you want fully built out page. You can, yes. Want to show navigation to those pages. So fully built out page using the same theme settings. So what I'm telling you to do is just to build out the rest of the page and use TypeScript. Use TypeScript. You could choose anyone. You could use JavaScript. You could use plain JavaScript. Use option A. Thanks to everyone. So since this is just for beginner, just use the recommended one. Use the recommended one. Use the recommended, but for me, I would like this one. But use the recommended one. Option A. Start building already. All the questions is too much, Ari. What is it? So we're just going back and forth. This architecture looks good. This is the file structure. This is where your components live, your navbar, your footer, and the layout. The footer will be up, the footer will be up, and the footer will be down, and the navbar will be up, where you just, both of them are constant. And the sections, hero section, the start, partners, service, home loans, gallery, and testimonial. And for the contact, the UI, so there are different components, different folder. And yes, I'm just going to click yes because it's starting to build it. And yeah. So I'll get back after he has gone through all this. Yeah. So we're just waiting for it to complete the build. Complete the build. So, yeah. It's gone through, has gotten the folders already. Public folder. And after this, if you want me to get into this, there's how to make changes to your files. Or you can also prompt it to make changes for you. Yeah. So just waiting again for it to finish it. So while we're waiting, let's do a little recap of all we've done. So we've downloaded VS Code. We've installed Claude Code on VS Code using our terminal and using their documentation. We've also signed up for Claude chatbot. We've also signed up for GitHub, Vercel, connected our GitHub to Vercel, and prompt our Claude AI to give us our markdown file, our Claude context file. Also your skill, but skill is a bit in depth, it's a different topic altogether. So we've created a repo, we've connected the repo to Vercel. We didn't actually go on Dribbble, but you could visit Dribbble and get a design or a layout you want, or any website you want to clone. Just take a screenshot of the website and tell Claude, this is how the website should be. And we've gone through this. We also okay. So just a recap of what we've done, everything we've done. We've downloaded VS Code, we've installed Claude Code on VS Code, and we've signed up for Claude, we've signed up for GitHub, we've signed up for Vercel as well. Also, we've make prompt on Claude chatbot. We've asked for the markdown file to give context to the Claude Code while it's creating the website. And we've gotten inspiration from Dribbble. We didn't go through that process, but I have gone through the process of getting a website design from Dribbble because there are different Dribbble and we got an inspiration from Dribbble and we've pumped our Claude Code. This is the prompt we use for Claude Code to create the markdown file. Hi Claude, I want to develop a demo website using UI attached. That means this UI here. This creates the UI. Use create the UI from this. Okay, and yeah, done that. And also we've told it to push at every instance. We push the code at every instance to our GitHub repo. Now after that, we'll go to Vercel and connect it. So stopping this. While we wait for, I'll still wait the process to complete. It's almost done. Yeah, it's created and you could view the changes as it's going. You just create another terminal. So because it's Vite is using, so it's going to be npm run dev. You can get this from here. This is the script dev, and dev invokes Vite, which you see here, Vite. And when you do that, it's going to give you this URL is for your local machine. So you just go to, and this if you want to see the progress of how the website Claude is building is going, you just click here and wait a moment. Right now it's still on the template view. You can see Claude has changed this to BL temp. So just give it a second, and yeah, while we still wait for Claude to fully build the website out, just go back to this. We're still building it out, and we'll get up from there. So it's finished building. It's finished building, and this is its prompt after building. So this server is live. React 18 next. Lucid. So using play fair display font and forest green to commit push to GitHub build. So he has made the commit push on his own. So we just head over to GitHub and see the changes. Okay. So just refresh this page. When you come to this place, refresh this place. Oh wow. Voila. The code is here. Congratulations. You're a full stack developer. So yeah, it's built it from start, and yeah. So what we'll do now is go over to Vercel. You move to your Vercel and you connect it now. You say deploy. So while Vercel is deploying, we'll just go over to, oh wow, there's an error. So do not be scared of errors. Just since you're a beginner, just copy this and give it back to Claude. I could spell. Just keep it, put it on your chart. And we've burnt through 24 K tokens on this. Yeah. So the design he gave to me was unlike Claude, honestly. I'll just go through it. Like, what is this? So I think the error is from the prompt I gave to it. Yeah. But let's see. Yeah, all the pages are like this, so distorted, so cramped together. Yeah. So I'll just go back to Claude. So the page is not well done, as everything is not arranged and doesn't look pleasing to even look at. Check with Playwright and fix this. So Playwright is like a plugin for it to view the yeah. This is the first time this shit is happening. It's crazy why it's happening. I have no idea why it's happening. I think it's because of my prompt I gave to it. I didn't use a layout skill. I used to use skill for this. But for some reason, it's just not well done. Not well done at all. Anyways, this is the process it goes through. And yeah. So just go back to Vercel. Just go back to Vercel and see our live website. Yeah, why it's still fixing the design and the elements. This is your website. Yeah, my prompt is wrong for the design, so this is my prompt, not Claude. So it's my prompting. So you just take your time and prompt it and give it the design specification. I was rushing this because I wanted it to be just a few minutes. So initially, when I did this the first time, this is the solution he gave to me. Look how this was the first ever prompt I did, and this was the solution he gave to me from the design. So, and this looks really, really beautiful. Yeah, so while it's fixing that, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I would love to see the beautiful designs and the website you are able to create. Thank you. So just, and Vercel gives you a link where you can share with everyone. This is the link over here to view the page. So Vercel is the hosting platform. So and yeah, I've gotten this, which is this. You know what they say, when you're doing it on your own, it comes out well. But when you say you want to show somebody, yeah, this is the site now. So thank you. And follow, subscribe if you tell me if you have any question. I'll be able to assist.